Hey guys.
Hey,
Hey,
Trevor.
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
good.
Doing well. Excited.
What are you excited for?
I don't know. I feel like weather's starting to get good in Chicago. Festivals are starting to happen both in the Midwest and outside of the Midwest. So excited to see some good music. But there's one thing that we're all doing pretty soon. What is that? I forget.
I think it's called Electric Daisy Carnival.
What?
EDC, EDC Vegas, Vegas baby, EDC 40, 55,
30?
I think it's
55.
EDC. It's EDC 30, right?
It's EDC 30.
Yeah, but it's like LV.
No, but very excited for EDC. It'll be my second time going, and I believe both of your first, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys got any questions? You guys want to hear a little bit about it, or just want to go in blind?
Well, I think Becca had like a warm up.
I had a warm-up question.
We're getting pretty giddy here. We're getting
Yeah.
pretty ahead of
Yeah,
ourselves.
yeah. We're so excited.
Let's
Yeah.
chill out a bit, Becca. What'd you have for us?
I know everyone's so excited for EDC that they forgot about my question. Okay, it's a would you rather, and it's a good one, I think. Would you rather have a pet parrot that lives to the age of 85 and he follows you around the house pretty much all day and he talks to you and he sings a lot of like EDM tunes and melodies, but he's like constantly yapping off your ear and he lives to be 85? That's the first option. The second option is you avoid a musical pet, but you have to have a pet tortoise, and he's huge. And he also lives to be 85, and you have to move out on a farm to support him, and he eats up 25% of your grocery bill every month. But he's silent.
Wait, so the implication is that the parrot is annoying, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's singing like Martin Garrix tracks all the time.
Oh yeah. The tortoise doesn't talk.
I feel like a lot of it just depends on the type of music that the parrot is singing.
It's up to you.
So you get to tell it what to sing. Is it
Yeah.
good? Does it
He's
does it
he,
Wouldn't it be singing whatever music you listen to back to you?
sure. Would you want that on repeat?
I don't know. I don't know. I think the tortoise is my winner.
I think tortoises are pretty awesome. I feel like I've seen some videos of like pet tortoises, and I've seen videos of them trying to. I think they're kind of trying to like mate with the furniture, but they like just mess up like patio furniture by like upending it and like going under it and stuff. I feel like it's pretty cool. I'm pretty into it. I'd probably go with the tortoise.
Yeah, the only downside of the tortoise is that it eats your food. Did I get that correctly?
Yeah, you have to give it like all of your vegetables. What do you think? It eats fruit and veggies, probably something else. But yeah, that's like 25% of your grocery bill. It's a big ass tortoise.
I mean, that just sounds like feeding a pet.
Yes, but like a lot of produce.
Cat food is expensive. I don't know. I have a cat, Jonah. I know you have a few pets hanging around, but like pet food is not cheap as it is. I mean, it's probably not 25% of your grocery bill, but um,
Didn't you say we also live on a farm in this scenario?
Yes.
I mean, if you live on a farm,
You can grow your own food.
that is true. Yeah, I think the tortoise would be. I feel like the parrot has a pretty high chance of landing you in a like I don't know. I feel like you just go crazy listening to a parrot yap all the time.
I'm going with the parrot.
Oh, why? What's that? We gotta hear the why here.
I love to yap, and I feel like that would be like my perfect yapping companion. What am I
oh,
gonna do with a tortoise?
you don't have to yap to your friends anymore. You just yap to your parrot.
Exactly, and he has to answer me. My friends can read me on red. My parent can't.
Does he talk? Does he have conversations? Is it like you're dealing with like Chat GPT, or is it?
No, I don't want ChatGPT and a parrot.
Well, ChatGPT kind of just repeats what you're saying back to you anyway. So,
Yeah, it's not that far off.
but what if your parrot does stop talking to you and you're like, man,
Oh man, I miss my best friend, my parrot. But yeah, that was it for today. Parrot versus tortoise.
I don't know. I still feel like I'm going with the tortoise.
That's
I like
fine.
some solitude here and there, and I already I live with another person already, so like I don't need a yapping partner quite yet.
I like solitude here and there.
I feel like a tortoise is like that's a good like solitude companion. It's not
Yeah.
really like just over
Yeah.
there chomping on celery sticks or whatever it's eating. So
It's an introvert's dream.
Yeah, occasionally you got to be just like, "Hey, no, no, you don't flip over the couch. Hey."
No.
you know.
yeah, you have to live with a parrot or a tortoise, but the tortoise freaks out every time you play Skrillex.
The tortoise flips over your couch every time you play Skrillex.
He flips your table. He flips your table. He hears bro step and it's over.
Now that's a debate. It's a debate to have for sure.
Would
Um,
you still keep your pet if your pet hated electronic dance music? Let us know. Obviously, probably yes.
Jonah,
But
does your cat like dubstep? My cat really loves dubstep.
Uh, well, Numa loves this podcast clearly.
Yeah, no, she.
Yeah. Uh,
Hey,
I don't know.
down or
I
off.
haven't really grasped much musical preferences from my pets, honestly. Um, I named Numa after a Tool song. Uh, he's named after the Tool song Numa.
you want to sing it?
Uh,
Singing a Tool song
it's
is nightmare, nightmare,
it's
nightmare for sure.
it's 10 minutes long. It's got like a crazy time signature. It also got like a silent P in front of it. Numa's name is not spelled like that. Um,
So the song name is Panuma.
well, it's pronounced Numa, but yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. Well, yeah. Do you guys wanna start getting into EDC? Are there any questions you got for me on the experience or?
Yeah, let's hear your overview.
Before hearing the overview, Becca, you and I both haven't been to EDC before. Are you nervous about anything with EDC, or are you just like,
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
nervous.
100% positive about it? Like, what are you feeling about it in terms of like anticipation?
I'm definitely nervous for EDC. I think for me it's like a bucket list festival where I feel like I had to like work up to it. I don't know why I feel this way, but like I've always said that EDC Las Vegas is like the rave Olympics. So I feel like my whole like raving career I've been training for EDC. It sounds ridiculous, but there's so many people, you're doing so much walking. That's like overstimulation central. And just the fact that it goes until super late, or I guess super early in the morning, I get really cranky and like off my game once I feel like I'm sleep deprived and I want to go to bed and I can't. So I feel like I'm gonna have to start sleep training myself. That's probably the thing I'm most like anxious about, staying awake.
I honestly, same. I'm really nervous about needing to go see Porter Robinson at like 3 a.m. Like what?
Yeah.
Like that's insane. So yeah, I feel that too. And I don't know. I didn't really see myself going to EDC. Like I didn't like plan it very much, honestly. But I will say that like we all went to Ultra last year, and personally for me, like I was nervous about Ultra because my previous travel music festival experiences were not great. I went to Electric Forest and I went to summer camp. I went to Electric Forest right before COVID. I went to summer camp right after COVID. Both of those were honestly not great experiences. They were camping festivals, and I just, camping festivals are hard. In my opinion, they're hard, and I didn't do great. And I was like, Ultra, I don't know, maybe it's gonna be the same thing. However, Ultra was so smooth. It was so easy. Had an amazing time. I was so anxious about it, but like a lot of that anxiety kind of like washed away in the first like hour of being in the festival. Um, and so yeah, I was kind of like, you know what? I think I can do this. And now we're going to EDC. So maybe I'm overzealous. I am nervous about the timing, nervous about the size of it. But I'm also just really excited. I've just heard so many great things about the music, the production, the stages. So
Yeah, I remember you had a bit of a festival. Like we had a conversation at Ultra where you I think it was like day 2, and you were having like a festival renaissance. Like you're like this is awesome. Like everything has just gone according to plan. And there really weren't any hiccups there. I remember everything going right. The biggest hiccup was me on the phone with StubHub support trying to get tickets to the afters.
oh,
I forgot about that. That's not what I thought the biggest hiccup was
Well, I thought it was gonna be the rain on the third day.
Oh, the rain on the third day was great. I was like barefoot and above and beyond, just having a great time. I remember I spent a lot of time at the mega structure as well, because it was the only like fully covered venue. But I guess it was a pretty big hiccup. But
I didn't even think, I forgot about, that's not the hiccup I was thinking of.
what were you thinking about?
When we were trying to get to Oasis stage and everyone's like, Becca, where do we go? And I was like, oh, don't worry, I've been here before. And I made everyone climb through the ultra sign, like instead of just like a normal person going like through main stage and into Oasis.
Yeah.
Well, also going through. Well, also we had this for some reason. I feel like Trevor, it might have been your idea too, of like needing to go through the main stage crowd to the stage rather than just around it, which is also fine. There's like a whole like path, but no, let's just go through the crowd.
Yeah, I remember our famed walk from Chase and Status to VTSS that everybody thought was like 30 minutes, and I checked my phone. It was only like 5.5 minutes to get across the festival. Ultra is like so like smooth and
So
that like
walkable. So walkable.
Yeah, so Trevor, you being having been to EDC, is it really a 30-minute walk, between stages? That's what some friends were telling me.
yeah, not if you're like walking the right paths and going the right way. Like if you are going straight through the crowds and everybody's like migrating and you're kind of like between sets and you're just in like there are points where you can get lost and it's just like waves of people and it could take 30 minutes to get across, but I'd say in reality like you're in a racetrack. It's not that big. I'd say from like main stage to like the opposite side, which is like Quantum Valley, you're probably looking at like a 15-minute walk without any like crowds in the way. But that being said, there's just distractions everywhere. Like you have to walk past 10 stages to get from one side of the festival to the other. Like it's
That's a
it's
lot.
it's
It's a
psychotic
lot.
in
There's
that
probably
way.
going to be someone sick playing at least one of those stages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna like you're gonna like look at base pod and there's gonna be something crazy going on, or like walking by like circuit grounds, which was my favorite stage on the first go around, is just like massive in its own right. It rivals main stage. It's like a second. They have like three main stages basically. So
I was gonna say it's less than 30 minutes if you hustle like Trevor. He's like knees to chest at the festival. So for him, it's definitely less than 30 minutes.
I'm doing high knees to get from one stage to
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
Like
Stay loose.
yeah. Um, but it is massive in scale, and like having done it once, it was nowhere near enough time to experience everything that was at the festival. Like there were probably like three or four stages we didn't even catch sets at the first time. So it's like it's totally expansive, but being in a circle or oval, like you can get anywhere you need to be. I'd say within 20 to 25 minutes if your like crew is organized, but
Big if.
Big if. What? Okay, so how do you go about staying up that late until sunrise? Like, do you sleep train yourself? Do you wake up at 2 p.m.?
I'd say like so we're getting it on Thursday. I'd say like we just have a late night and just start to get that like I'm serious, just try to reset the sleep a little bit, try to sleep in. The days at EDC are like very much wasted. Like you are everybody I think like at our previous EDC, everybody was getting up between like 11 and noon. So we were getting like 6 hours of sleep. And then I think the key to being successful at EDC is just making your days as low stress as possible. So like going to the pool, but like wearing sunscreen, not getting a lot of sun, getting a few like good meals, and then just kind of like you don't want to be doing a ton of walking around Vegas, and like it kind of sucks because Vegas is a lot of fun to walk around, but you got to save that for another Vegas trip. It's all about just like the days are for resting and hanging out and not engaging in super high stress things. That was our major key to success the first time around. So
Just like be a hermit.
The what?
Be a hermit is what I was saying.
I'll be a hermit.
yeah,
Yeah.
no Tao Day Club, no none of that.
Yeah, I was
No
gonna say
Wet
no,
Republic.
no Wet Republic, no Town Day Club, no Barry's class. Like, just sit on your couch.
Yeah, none of that. EDC is the workout. I think it was like pretty consistently like 40,000 step days once you're in the festival. And like it doesn't have to be the highest stress, highest movement thing. Like I know there's going to be some days where we're not migrating a ton. where there's like acts, like multiple acts we're going to be seeing at the same stage. But there's many ways to do it. And last time I went, I'm not sure if this is the case. Red Bull was cheaper than water. They know.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I love Red Bull. I'm gonna be drinking so many sugar-free Red Bulls in EDC. Red Bull, if you hear this, sponsor me. I love you. I love Red
Sponsor
Bull.
us.
Sponsor us. We love Red Bull.
Red Bull thing back here, you know.
Yeah. I'll wear all Red Bull merch.
We have tens of listeners. So, you know, we'd really
Yeah, not on YouTube though. YouTube Reels, we have thousands of listeners now. I'm claiming that. So
tens of subscribers.
Tens of subscribers. And we are 3 of them.
yeah, good deal.
But I think I'm curious to see, Trevor, if you break your personal festival step count at EDC this year.
I think it's like definitely possible, but I just don't think I'm going to be doing the type of walking that I would at Electric Forest is my personal step count, because I just get so distracted there and I'm running around. I think I did, Becca, we went 3 out of the 4 days last year and I did 125,000 steps.
That's because you had to walk 3 miles in a loop to find the person you sold a ticket to.
Yeah, I did have to walk end to end in the campground to sell somebody my day ticket that I was no longer using, and that was
End to end.
yeah, that was a whole lot of steps. It's like a shocker we made it to close that same day for Zed's Dead. That was a miracle. I don't know how that happened.
I made it happen because I took a nap at Disclosure at Tripoli on the
Becca
ground.
did fall asleep at Disclosure. She was just napping while me and my friend Tanner were just dancing. It was like, she good? It's like, oh yeah, she's just taking a 12 a.m. nap.
A cat nap.
Have you guys ever seen that thing that like there's like when a young like racquetball player plays like an older racquetball player, like the older racquetball player has more experience, but they take like half as many steps as the younger player? What I'm getting at here is, Trevor, maybe you don't need to walk as much.
You definitely,
maybe if you plan your routes better, you wouldn't walk as much.
You do. I definitely don't want to like do that type of walking, like the 40,000 steps a day. But I will say that the one thing I missed out on at EDC was the side quests and the activities. We were pretty consistently jumping stage to stage, and I know that was 4 years ago, so I was a little younger, a little probably giddier to see a bunch of DJs that now, like, you know, there's a lot of people I've seen I maybe don't need to see again. But I definitely want to explore more of the stuff that was like going on in like the town they build. They build like a full like downtown EDC where they have all sorts of like shows and activities going on. And then there's just a ton of cool stuff to see and explore out there. So
What I guess that was another thing I wanted to know, because Electric Forest is so like immersive, right? You can side quest all day and night and not even have to really go to a set. Is EDC similar? Do they have that kind of stuff going on?
like you can probably, I wouldn't say it's like as activity focused. Like there's things to do, but it's not like you're gonna wander upon like all sorts of these like side quests to do like at eForest. I think the one thing about EDC is the production is just so out of control that like you're gonna wanna get some good sets at every stage. It's just like when you have that kind of sound and like the way they put it together, like 14 stages in a racetrack and there's no sound bleed. Like it's one of the most insane feats I think of audio and just like production that I've ever seen. And I don't think it's really outdone because it is like the biggest Insomniac festival. So
That's probably what I'm most excited for, is that production.
Let's get into the lineup. Let's talk about the sets that are kind of like unusual and different that we can't miss. Things that we can't see anywhere else.
Should we go day by day?
yeah, let's start with Friday, the first
everyone
day.
have your lineups pulled up. Everyone at home, pull up your lineup card.
I'm busting out my paperwork.
I'm pulling up the ED.
Yeah, let me just share
schedule.
my screen here. I'm just kidding.
Could everyone see my screen?
Becca, you're muted.
All right, I got the set times up. All right, so another really good longevity tip, and like I hate to say it, and you're not going to be. This is not like we're staying at a hotel. If you're staying at Camp EDC, I say like do whatever you want, but I think going to the festival not right when it starts. Like it sucks because you're gonna miss some.
Then we're gonna miss Max Dean B2B Luke Dean.
Yeah, I know. I was like really looking forward to having my shirt off that early, but like,
I wasn't even gonna bring a shirt.
yeah.
I'm not allowed, so this has nothing to do with me.
The thing that's standing out to me is like right off the bat, you have some insane D&B at Circuit Grounds. Like you're going from 1991 into Boo. So like I might even be going against my own advice and be like, yo, let's just get there for opening. Because you got like 1991 into Boo into like some really good hard techno with Nico Moreno and I Hate Models.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a crazy way. That's the craziest start to any festival I've ever seen.
I'm just like, I'm seeing that. I'm like, Friday, I kind of want to go early because Circuit Grounds is my favorite stage and there's like a lot going on. But that's what's standing out to me like right off the bat is just you got an insane like four person in a row lineup at Circuit Grounds.
It truly is the Olympics of EDM.
It is the Olympics. It's EDM Olympics. I also think starting off the festival with Riot into Haze is also like a lot of energy to start because that starts at 7 p.m.
Yeah. And I think that's like the great part of it is when you're dealing with like I think this is like the 9 big stages that we're seeing on our schedule cards. It's like you can pick your own adventure. If you want a high energy start to the day, you can get that. If you want something a little bit more laid back, you can go to Laid Back Luke at 7 p.m. You know, you want a laid back start to the festival
in the name.
Yeah. But what acts are you guys most excited for on Friday?
Jonah, you first.
So honestly, Darude.
No way.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like
I'm with you.
Kind of unopposed. Like
wait, I didn't even know we were gonna go.
He's okay. Well, I'm pitching it now, Becca.
Okay.
He's at this stage that I am gathering is the trance stage.
It is the trance stage.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Because it has all these trance artists. And I looked it up just briefly to be like, okay, has Darude been playing lately? He has been playing for at least the last like year or so. People say it's a lot of fun. Like it's not just, I mean, you know, Sandstorm obviously, but like he plays a great set and he like builds up to Sandstorm. He teases it. Like I'm all about it. And
yeah.
And it's like, you know, for like this is like one moment in the entire like schedule that I'm seeing that there's not like 3 different people I want to see at the same time. You know, there's a little bit of a overlap with Peggy Go, but like, and I guess there's a little bit of an overlap with the end of I Hate Models, but I mean, pretty much unopposed.
You want to hear the good thing about that, Jonah? Quantum Valley, Neon Garden, and Circuit Grounds are all within a 5-minute walk of each other. They're all at the opposite side of the festival as main stage. Mine that I'm seeing that kind of sucks is I love Chris Lorenzo, so I had a really good experience seeing Chris Lorenzo at main stage at my last EDC. But like if you are like the DJ Tennis, Chloe Callier, like back to back into Darude, into Peggy Goo would be just an awesome experience, and you wouldn't have to walk more than 5 minutes. So
there you go.
Yeah,
that's a fun run.
So yeah, that's kind of my highlight. And then another one I got to say is the Porter Robinson DJ set. I'm a little nervous about that being at 3 a.m. But you know, our friend Julian, shout out Treble, was telling me how excited he is for that set and how rare it is for a Porter Robinson DJ set. I have seen a Porter Robinson DJ set. I wasn't the biggest fan of the nurture side of things for him, but always been a big Porter Robinson fan. He's obviously a legend, and he's playing a DJ set, which is just like a rare set, late, almost closing out time slot at EDC. I think that's going to be huge. Kinetic Field. So I'm also really excited for that. If we're alive for it.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
You want to know the last time I saw a Porter Robinson DJ set?
EDC.
It was the first day of EDC in 2022 at like the same time at the same stage.
Wow.
It was meant to be.
It was 7 lines into Porter Robinson, and it was like such a good way to get settled into the festival. It was so great.
How was it? How was the set?
I played a lot of hardstyle, which was interesting. But
I think I did see some videos of that, and people were like shocked.
Yeah,
they were like, "What is going on here?" Which, you know what, like. That's what I'm here for. Play whatever you want. Play the random, left field stuff. It's EDC. It's the EDM Olympics. Just, go for it.
Yeah,
It's EDM Olympics.
there's a lot of interesting talking about hardstyle, Becca. I know we're excited for DJ Snake's side project, The Outlaw.
Okay, yes, that's one of two that I'm like the most excited for. I'm not being facetious. I'm so excited. Like I like have been wanting to see the Outlaw for like a while. Even though he hasn't been doing this project for that long, but I've been wanting to see the Outlaw for a while.
Yeah, I think it's just an interesting thing. I remember he posted a video of the B2B that the like he did with the Outlaw and someone else at Ultra, but he was just playing like a sped up rhythm remix at like hardstyle tempo. It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I kind of need to see it live. I need to see what this is all about because DJ Snake is like he's like a marshmallow in some ways of how he just like he does what he wants. He's super popular, but he uses that as an excuse to try new and interesting things, which I appreciate about him. Like you have DJ Snake who has like tens of millions of listeners on Spotify, just like, oh, I'm gonna like rent out Coachella and do a trap day. Like, no, not many people can do that, but I appreciate that he like pushes it, you know?
I appreciate that too. I appreciate how he's really just doing his own thing. I saw him at the Pardon My French tour in like 2016 or something at Aragon. Chami into DJ Snake, and
Whoa.
it was great. It was quite an eye-opening show for me.
I'm excited for that one. What day is the Outlaw?
He's Friday. We're talking Friday.
We're still day oneing? Okay, cool.
Where is that? What?
He's at Circuit Grounds right after Wooly. So it's like Wooly
Perfect.
at 12:30, and
I
then
see.
that's the Outlaw at 1:35. So
Sure.
Becca, who's your other big excite on day one?
Day by day on the first day, I'm most excited for Wooly.
Yeah, Wooly, we talked about this in cut footage kind of before we started.
Unreleased.
Yeah, unreleased Burnout report. But Becca and I had like the best time at a Wooly set in February. It was just like I was shocked at that. I was like, I didn't think I liked dubstep, like that kind of dubstep this much anymore, but it turns out I love it. And Wooly's just really good. So
Trevor thought he didn't like dubstep anymore, and then he saw Wooly and he remembered what
Yeah,
it's
am I
all
hearing
about.
that correctly? You said you didn't like dubstep.
well, I don't know.
Who
Like
are you?
Wooly makes like a ton of stuff, but I was like every time I see Wooly, I'm like reminded how much I love like good, just like headbanger like music. Sometimes, like if it's like really well done, like I'm super in. And Wooly's just like he's kind of the king right now of doing that thing. So
With what you guys said about Willie, it, makes me want to see him. But Medusa has all three of the Medusa people for their set, and
aren't they calling it Medusa Cubed? Is that like what it's?
yeah. To the
There's three. There's three of them.
Yeah, there's
three
three
of them, and they almost like never do that. It's like kind of like a special thing. I watched some of their Tomorrowland set when it was all three of them, and it was pretty much one guy DJing the whole time, but the other two like went on like instruments. They were like playing keys and stuff.
So you got a like a little Rufus thing going on. I know they're not singing, but like I feel like that's what Rufus does with like the two guys on keys, and they
Yeah.
got drums and stuff. So
Yeah, so which is like very, I don't know, it's really interesting. I just I saw Medusa briefly, I don't know, maybe like more than half the set at Lala one time, and I was like, this is, I mean, it's like a little bit like, okay, this is just kind of intense house music, I guess, but it was, I don't know, it really captured me. It's not really the type of thing I like go to see a lot of the time, but I don't know, I saw Medusa on the lineup from the beginning, and I'm like, I'm gonna be there. So unfortunately, I probably will be missing Wooly.
It's okay. That Wooly time slot's actually really tough. I was just looking at it. Wooly's at the same time as
Medusa, yeah.
Medusa. Same time as AT Aliens, which I've never seen, have always wanted to see shoot. Peggy Goo, kinda. And
Peggy Goo and Adriatique, who
Also-
kind of sucks. I like.
yeah, and the salute back to back. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was also gonna say Cosmic Gate. I was also gonna have an aside thing about trance just as a whole
Ugh.
thing, but oh yeah. So Trevor, I had a theory that EDC would be a great place to see some trance, right? Like
Oh yeah.
I feel like in Chicago we don't get enough trance. Honestly, it's like we get like
No.
soundbar trance nights sometimes, and then we get a couple of like events, but we don't get enough of it. And so I was excited to see some trance that day. that trance stage is lit up with, you know, Cosmic Gate, Gareth Emery, Ilan Bluestone, who I have seen him
Love.
before. He's really, really good. And then some other legends, Paul Van Dyke and Darren Porter. I gotta catch some of that, you know, and so that's also kind of tough to like. I could probably just spend my whole time there to just get hours of trance that I have been missing out on. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing anything in like the closing spot that's really conflicting with me. So I think ending the night with some trance on night one would go pretty hard. I might have some things to say. I got to pull up. Are we going to Saturday next?
yeah, everyone, flip your slides to the next slide.
Saturday. So like, we just talked a lot about Friday, but in our group chat, we have been freaking out about the conflicts on Saturday and Sunday.
Dude,
I'm not even joking.
I can't.
I've been sending like paragraph texts to you guys about how we're gonna miss some really good music and it's gonna suck.
I can't believe that the early in the day where it's Sub Focus conflicting with Kedema, like two of my kind of top artists right now. It's like that's insane. What? How do you do that?
And it's sub-focused into Steve Aoki. So Steve Aoki Kedema conflict.
Devastating.
Yeah, I think everything once you hit 9 p.m. it's just all really devastating. And Jonah, after your glowing Kedema review, I think like that's a set I'm gonna make sure I'm at for most of it. And it's an hour and a half, so like if I catch an hour of it, I'll be good.
It's probably gonna be packed, dude. Like
It will be, but
really, really
I'm
packed.
telling you, and like Circuit Grounds is the one stage where it doesn't matter. There's unlimited
Yeah.
space. There's unlimited space. You're surrounded by speakers on all sides, so there's no bad sound pockets,
That's
and
cool.
you will have space no matter what. We had space for like John Summit, Dom Dalla, like whoever we saw there.
That's
It was just-
crazy.
it's just always unlimited space.
Damn.
Like it doesn't matter if there's a lot of people there because like it just like it doesn't matter.
Does that mean you can kind of like drop in for a set too if you don't have
Yeah.
to get like super deep into the?
That's what we did for Subtronics in 2022. We just went to the back, but like I said, it doesn't matter because you're surrounded by speakers and you're surrounded by visuals. It's just kind of like it's kind of the place where you don't need to be near the stage or like looking at the stage. And it doesn't even matter if you go up to the front because like there's gonna be space no matter what. I'm just like you can't really comprehend how big of a stage Circuit Grounds is.
I love EDC already.
Yeah. So like the things that are exciting to me right off the bat is that Kedema into VTSS, who is one of my favorite ultra sets, and I've seen her a few times in Chicago as well. She's just like, she always just DJs her, like she's crazy. I don't know what to say.
She DJs her heart out. She was my favorite set at Coachella last year by a mile.
And then talking back to like classic shouts like Darude, you have right after VTSS, you have the Prodigy.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Dude, what is that? That's
My-
also like
Might be the biggest set of EDC for me. Like I just
Can you
can't.
tell us about the Prodigy?
They Jonah,
Prodigy
where do
is,
you even start? Like
Becca. There's I mean, well, Trevor, yeah, you have probably know how to talk about it better. Like I don't know what's that genre? It's like it was like pre EDM, right? It's like a
yeah, they had some they had some like like hands in like the founding of like electronic music and bringing it to the mainstream. Their style is like really like aggressive and heavy. It uses a lot of break beats, a lot of like really cool vocals, but they have some like iconic tracks. They have some really really iconic tracks, and they were like around in the 90s doing some crazy stuff. I think it'll be a really cool like EDM history moment
yeah.
for EDC. That's like a set I can't miss, and I'm not seeing a ton of like conflicts during it. So very excited to see the Prodigy.
Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, like the Kedema VDSS, well, that's a mild conflict right there, but into YDG as well. Like I haven't seen YDG. I feel like I've been really enjoying his stuff, and you know, I haven't been able to catch his sets. So I hope I could see him. And then I think the biggest just cluster of conflicts is this like a little bit later in the night with Subtronics, Interplanetary Criminal, Eptic B2B Space Laces, and then
Dr. P.
into Dr. P Flux Pavilion. Also conflicting those two dubstep sets conflicting with Prospa, which is like what, like I feel like I'm going to be completely lost and will not know what to do at that time at all.
It's gonna be like really stupid, but like I'm only saying this because I've seen Subtronics a bunch. Eptic and Space Laces is gonna be like priority. And
Duh.
I feel like given the fact that Subtronics has a huge following, he's gonna bring some of the dubstep crowd away. And I'm really looking forward to see if there's like space at BasePod to
At the rail.
yeah. I think rail for Eptic B2B Space Laces is the only time I'll ever say rail for anything. It's got to be that.
That's the set I'm most excited for on Saturday and for the whole entire festival. I can't wait.
I'm interpreting this as like like when you're about to watch a sports game and there's like a sports analyst like saying what they think is going to happen in the game and whatever, and how like they're giving tips to the teams. Trevor saying Eptic B2B Space Laces is gonna be a relatively lighter crowd because of Subtronics is, I think, is like a pro analyst tip for
Yeah.
the for the EDM Olympics.
Yeah, I'm just like if that set has any amount of space and it's just going to be like peak like EDC run around hours, like I'm just super excited. Eptic and Space Laces are two of my favorite dubstep producers ever. And they just play the most fun music out there. And shout out to Subtronics too. I know he's gonna have like a huge crowd, and this is a awesome moment for him getting to go main stage. But I really think like the Eptic Space Laces into Dr. P and Flux is gonna be like classic dubstep moment.
Yeah, I'm bummed to miss Subtronics. I still haven't seen a full solo Subtronics set. I only saw the Zed's Dead B2B last year
Oh
at
wow.
the at Miami Music Week, and then like some of his Ultra set. So haven't fully experienced that, and of course, just main stage at EDC is great. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with all these conflicts?
Yeah, there's so much going on. If we wanted to catch like any of Prospa, I know Prospa is doing the B2B with Josh Baker and Kadima from 3:30 to 5:30, so like you'll still be able to see a bit of them. I think they would be a good way to close. We just did the above and beyond close at Ultra, so I feel like maybe a switch up would be nice.
I'm down for a switch up.
But a few names I'm really excited for who play like more techno and hard groove are Bow Group 90. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and Club Angel at Bionic Jungle as well. That stage has a few names I'm really like excited to see. The high back to back Luke Alessi from 10:30 to 12 is also really calling my name if I can catch that for a bit. Um, but it's a cluster. It's
Tough.
it's too much to see everybody here.
I've been listening to a lot of Benoit lately, and I've been really liking that. And that was just like an organic, like I just found him on some playlist and just really enjoying his music. So I highlighted him, but it's also at the same time as Dr. P and Prospa and Interplanetary Criminal.
Yeah,
No, it's tough.
so it's like what are you gonna do?
So
what are you gonna do?
tough.
I'm sure we'll like try to catch a lot of people, but at a certain point you just got to follow the flow of the night, like whatever
Yeah.
people are liking and whatever. EDC is just conflict nightmare land.
Who is or who are the tweakers?
They're straight just hard style, like hard style to the dome.
That's why it's before Little Texas. That makes sense.
Oh,
Wasteland is
oh
the
my
hard
God.
style stage, so everybody there is hard style.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Pro tip. Okay. Um, I was really excited for the Prospa set. I've been listening to a lot of Prospa lately, but it is at the same time as Space Laces. And I do want to catch that Dr. P Flux Font Case B3B. So that's going to be really, really tough. But I agree with Trevor. There's a lot of opportunities to see Subtronics. And I love Subtronics. And his Coachella set was so good, so that's going to be tough to miss.
I guess one thing to think about with all of this sets is how rare is the set.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that because it's like, you want to see the artists that you want to see, but in the case of MPH, he's gonna be in Chicago. He's gonna be at Perry's, right? And it's not the same as EDC, but he's gonna be there, right? And so, you know, that comes into play as well.
Yeah. It's it's tough, but I agree with I agree with you, Jonah. There's a few things to talk about on Sunday when it comes to like rarity of sets, and there's one B2B that's standing out to me as like exceptionally rare,
Yep.
and that's got to be the Grizz back to back Wooly.
Yes. I'm also kind of like not too worried about missing Wooly on Friday because there's that B2B with Grizz, which is obviously huge.
You make a
I'm
great point.
so excited.
Yeah, you make a great point
I'm
there.
kind of surprised that Grizz doesn't have his own slot. Is that surprising or
It's like surprising, but I feel like it was if he wanted his own slot, he would have gotten it. I think he might just be coming to do a back to back with a good friend, and that might just be it. So,
What are other B2Bs or B3Bs that can't be missed?
uh, another one, and there's some good dubstep ones on Sunday. I guess we can move on, but the Infect back to back Samplifier for the Rhythm Rats. There's Ahe back to back Liquid Stranger. And there's also B2B, there's also Boogie T B2B Distinct Motive. So a whole lot of dubstep. Sunday might just be the dubstep B2B day.
Sunday also has like every artist I want to see playing at the same time in the middle of the night.
Yeah, there's a slot that I texted you guys about where 5 artists I want to see are all playing at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna curl up in a ball and do nothing.
I'm trying to wrap my brain around this, but I was really excited for Peekaboo on Sunday, and I don't think I'll miss Peekaboo, but I'm bummed that it's like overlapped with Alice in Wonderland, Seven Lions, a little bit of Martin Garrix, I think. Actually, no, that's not during Martin Garrix. But yeah, there's a lot of overlap in the middle.
Yeah, Peekaboo is overlapping with Alice in Wonderland, Chris Stussy, Seven Lions, 9x9, Tin Liquor, Hamdi, and Chris Lorenzo back to back Bullet Tooth, and
Oh my
Tiga.
God.
It's psychotic. I honestly don't even really know. I don't even think I'm gonna know what I want to do until I'm there in the moment, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I have to feel the vibes. I have to like be called out by the stage to go there.
You should catch a little bit of every single set.
I agree that Peekaboo, I know for all of us is a big like main event thing.
I did just see Peekaboo at Ramova, and it was fantastic. It was
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, Ramova, like, you know, the way that we feel about Ramova these days is that it's like a little bit like, ideally, I don't really want to go to Ramova, but if the artist is really good, then we got to go. And he did not disappoint. I mean, it was Born opening for Peekaboo, and like, my God, like, just it was a 10 out of 10. It was just so good. He played a bunch of like unreleased Skrillex stuff, played a bunch of unreleased of his own stuff, played a bunch of great remixes. He just knows how to make an amazing set. It was definitely one of the highlights of Ultra for all of us, I think. So that's tough. I mean, it's another one. It's hard to miss it, right? If you're going to go to someone else.
Yeah, it is. It is tough. The one that's really calling out to me is because I just saw Tiga play at Club Space when I went in February, and I can't even lie. It was just like one of my favorite like house sets I've seen in a while, and he's playing so much like funky, deep, interesting stuff. And I know he just dropped an album that I really love, so I might have to do a little bit of that into Peekaboo. But at the same time, it's just like I'm missing Hamdi, who I love so much. I'm missing Tin Liquor, who I love so much. Like, how do you get around that? How do you get around that? Just like I have to miss these people.
You catch Hamdi at a Chicago show because he pops up pretty often.
He does because
He did just play at Smoke and Mirrors.
he does live
He
here,
lives.
so
Just go to his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just knock on his door.
Do you guys have interest in seeing Solomon after Peekaboo?
Actually, yes, I do.
I haven't really been into Solomon. I've just heard just so many glowing reviews about everyone who loves him so much.
He does the like melodic deep house and techno thing like so well. And he's just such a proper DJ. He's been around for forever. He's just like I got to see him a little bit at Ultra doing the B2B with Fortec, Chloe
yeah.
Callier, and Mao P, which is the most insane back to back
That's so insane.
I'll ever see. But he's a DJ that can find a pocket and get you just like totally locked in for an hour and a half.
Dude, so I might have to miss Solomon because I think I'm gonna go see Martin Garrix at the.
Oh my God, it's during Martin Garrix? Oh my God. Oh my
It's like
God.
it's like half during Martin
No.
Garrix.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in for Martin Garrix.
Dude, I
Sorry.
mean, so okay, like I feel like I'm saying this about every genre, and I have another genre to say it about, which is D&B. But there's certain genres that I feel like I just have to see at EDC, you know,
Yeah.
and trance, ultra main
Big
stage
room.
music, yeah, big room as the is a real word for it. But also D&B. I just it's like I remember I heard some other friends who went to EDC, who saw a bunch of D&B sets, and they were just like every D&B set just has like 3 songs playing at the same time. It's like doubles, triples for the whole set. So I just feel like, on a huge stage, an amazing sound system. So, I'm looking right now, I'm seeing Aeon Modes closing out the festival um, on Sunday. But yeah, anyway, Martin Garrix, it just seems like the right time and place to see it.
Martin Garrix is like if EDC was a person. That guy is EDC. I want to make at least half of his set, preferably like most of his set. He's just a lot of fun. He's just a lot of fun. I can't say anything. I can't say anything negative about seeing a Martin Garrix set. And he's just so not boring either. He'll play a lot of big room, but he's alive with the times. He'll play other genres too. He's so good.
Oh, yeah.
He's so good. I love a lot of his new tracks. And I was going to say that Martin Garrix is ultra music festival personified, but
He is, yeah.
I can see EDC.
He's EDC main stage personified. He's like
Makes
like
sense.
he plays the main stage music that everybody loves, but it's so good.
Who are we ending the whole festival with? What are your thoughts?
Clang to the dome.
Klangenkluster?
Clang Kunstler.
What?
Hard techno.
Okay.
Hard
Industrial hard techno.
Industrial techno.
Okay. Industrial. Yeah. Okay.
I'm kidding. I'll probably be at Aeon mode to be honest. I tried ending a festival with Clang last year and it was so aggressive.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It sounded like it sounded like 20 pots and pans being smacked against each other in my face.
Yeah, no, that sounds great, but more for like earlier in the day.
That sounds like something I want to start my night with.
Yeah, that's perfect. Clang Kunstler back to back the Deans.
I saw him at the Yuma tent at Coachella last year at like 3 p.m. if you can imagine.
That's insane. No, probably Aeon mode. I feel like part of our group's gonna want to go to Armin van Buren, but like I'm a little D&B over trance, so I think I'm gonna go to.
Wait,
Aeon
Trevor,
mode.
didn't you say like 10 minutes ago that we'd maybe end the festival with Armin?
I said that.
That was
Becca.
that was
Okay,
Becca.
okay.
I feel like Armin van Buren never plays the United States. Like, how am I gonna miss that?
Well, he played at Ultra last year.
Okay. Well, I missed it. So
Yeah. I feel like he's great. There's just like other pockets of trance.
He'll probably be at Ultra next year.
Yeah. There's like other pockets of trance that I'm interested in catching. Like Armin's great. I feel like he's at a lot of big festivals. It kind of just depends on the vibes, you know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I mean, I'd love to see Aeon Mode. It's like Aeon Mode doesn't even like we were looking at the other day. Subfocus is earlier in the day. Aeon Mode's closing out the festival. Like I think that's kind of bonkers. Like it's crazy. But Aeon Mode like is gonna be playing at 4:30 a.m., which is just like that's not even like a real time. But yeah, I feel like he's gonna just go nuts. So, I mean, whether I'm seeing Aeon Mode or Armin or Clang Cloister, pots and pans, I'm sure I'll have a great time. So
Yeah, totally.
Whatever we do.
Yeah, no, that's great. I think the main point of just going over this lineup is that you can't really go wrong. Like there's gonna be some FOMO maxing for sure, but at the end of the day, like we're gonna see a ton of good music and report on it, and I have no doubt that we're just gonna have like the most amazing time. So
I'm always FOMO maxing, so I know I'm gonna love wherever I choose to be, and then the next day I'll see a video of it on TikTok or Insta, and I'll be like, oh, I wish I was there. Damn. So I'll be FOMO maxing.
bro, Leighton Giordani is gonna play Rhythm at Kinetic Field at 9 p.m. and it's gonna go
Thank
mega
God.
viral. So
Thank God. I'll be there. I love Leighton Giordani.
I want to see Leighton for sure.
Yeah. Well, for the first time ever, the Burnout Report will be at a festival together since becoming the Burnout Report.
Yeah,
So,
if you're a fan, come find us. If you're one of our 10 subscribers,
yeah.
come see us.
We're going to be doing a meetup. We're going to be doing a meetup at Circuit Grounds at an undisclosed time and an undisclosed location. So if you find us, like, come say hi.
And if you're a hater, don't come say hi. Or come say hi.
Or come say hi.
Come say hi. We can mosh at Base Pod together.
Yeah, we'll be having a fun time. So curious to see who you guys are excited. Those of you who are going to EDC, who you guys are excited to see for, what your conflicts are. If you have any concerns, we can answer them in the comments because we go to festivals. So
we're pros. Tell us your most painful conflicts. We'll commiserate.
I do have one thing. So in terms of our jobs outside of this podcast, I think that we all have jobs that could be described as fake laptop email jobs. So if you were to have a job that was like not a job like that, like something where you did a manual thing, whether it's like manual labor or something like a trade, what would you want to be doing?
Oh, easy.
Are you asking us or are you asking the comments?
No, you guys.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, so it's the question is, you don't have a fake email job. You have a job that you basically do with your hands. What would it be? I would be an LD, like for a really big DJ. The lights are a lighting designer, for those who aren't sure. The lights are my favorite part of every festival, every show, every set. That'd be so cool.
That would be really cool. Yeah.
Would you be like the one that like sets up the stage?
No. I mean, I think you have to start there, right? You have to start somewhere.
Yeah. I think you should be doing that.
That's different from a VJ, right?
Like on a crane.
Yes. It's not a laser artist. It's not a VJ. It's the LD.
Is that someone who has those gloves at the festival and puts them in front of your face?
Yes, I want to be a glover. That's my dream job.
That's working with your hands.
Yeah. Being a glover, it's a viable career option nowadays.
It's hard work.
I think they have a union for glovers.
Yeah.
It's hard work, but someone's got to do it.
Dude, at EDC, I wonder if there's like glovers going around and then like after they're done giving you a show, they like turn around their phone. It's got like a tip button.
They turn around their gloves. There's a screen.
Yeah, there's a screen. It's like, do you want to tip 5, 10,
20?
Yeah, like
5%, 10%.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find a way to monetize. It's a tough economy out there. So, as for mine though, if it's not like DJing or doing something with music, I think like if you could find a chef job that was low stress, where like cooking, private chef in the private chef world, or like doing some sort of like catering business, I feel like I would really enjoy that. That's my favorite way of like doing non-computer laptop work.
Okay, Ratatouille.
The satisfying feeling of cooking and
but not being in like a kitchen with a bunch of chefs, because that is just the most stressful job on the planet.
I've heard it's really stressful just smoking cigarettes and drinking all the time because
yes, so much nicotine getting used. It's insane. What's yours, Jonah?
I think I'd be a carpenter.
Oh, fun.
I feel like I'm a software engineer. I just deal with just like the deepest hole of just stuff, just like in screens and services and all this stuff. And I feel like it would be really cool, like instead of like, oh, like what'd you do today, like my real output is like some kind of, I can't even describe what it is because it's just so like abstract. But a carpenter is like, I built a chair. This is a chair and I made this and I can sit on it and I'm going to use it. In reality, like I suck at like even measuring things, so I probably wouldn't be a very good carpenter, but different life, maybe I'd be a carpenter.
Hey, everyone starts somewhere. Trade school.
Yeah, I think carpentry is like, I know a lot of people like do it for a living, but I think it's also a hobby a lot of people pick up, So I feel like you can make furniture. You can try it if you have any interest.
Never say never.
Follow your dreams. The Burnout Report says follow your dreams.
Yeah.
That was heartfelt.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're coming up on an hour, so I think we're gonna wrap up. But once again, let us know if you're excited for EDC in the comments. If you're going, how many times you've been, and what you're most excited for.
See you at EDC.
Yeah.
See you at
Thanks for
EDC.
listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.